What's up? This your boy Q from Take Flight Fraternity. I have your very first episode of the Sunday's watch list. I'm gonna bring to you every Sunday, so that way if you at work or if you busy, you can use this as a reference guide during the week. This is what I do. I break down my plays for the week, and whenever I see the market open there, these are my go-to, and I know when to get in, when to get out. All right. So stay tuned. We're going to figure out how to make some money in this market this week. It's going to be a little choppy and up and down, but you have to be disciplined. Don't get too excited. I know we got stimulus money coming up. I know we got a lot of news in the market, but don't get too excited this week. Understood? Be disciplined. That's where you make your money, being disciplined. It's all about the psychology. So right quick, let's go and subscribe, like to this video, and we're going to keep this going every Sunday. All right, we're going to build, we're going to learn together and create this watch list. So follow me, tap in, let's take flight. What's up, Take Flight? We got our first ever watch list. So since we taking flight, the first thing I'm going to pull up is Boeing BA. So pretty much I'm looking at this and I just noticed, let me go ahead and pull up my moving averages. And I just noticed Boeing just bounced off our 200-day moving average in the hour chart. So it literally just bounced off of it. And I have my 8-day moving average. Usually whenever I see my 8-day moving average move over on the flip onto the other side, meaning it's just switching the trends. We notice this one right here, the last candle that was formed on Friday was on the 8-day moving average. Now we're about to form another candle. All right. We also have our 25-day moving average. They're about to cross over. Once this crossover happens, I believe we'll see an uptrend. So we already see the bounce for uptrend right here. And then I'm going to change this color right here. We're going to change this to red. And then we'll just notice that this bounce came. And also these little dots you see is parabolic stars. So we're also about to go into a uptrend parabolic. So I also know where's our support levels at, right? So we have our support level. When it came down and touched this 200-day moving average, we felt this gap over here. So we're not worried about this gap anymore. We know where our support level is at. So since I know where my support level is, I know we're about to go parabolic, I know we're about to cross over on moving averages, I'll set my support right about 225 on the dot. So I'll set alert right there. So that way, whenever I'm at work or whatever I'm doing throughout this week, whenever I notice that it's crossing over, I'll get alerted on my cell phone, text message, email, whatever alert that you want to have whenever you have your trading view. So once it crosses over, I expect it to have a nice strong upswing to about 230 without issue. All right. So we have 230 on BA. This is a $5 move or more potentially on BA. So we're going to take flight on this one. So the next stock that I have on our watch list is Home. At Home. So what we notice at our at home, we also going to pull up our moving averages. So we notice our moving average. It's at the 200-day. So just like we noticed BA bounced off that 200-day moving average, we're sitting trying to break that 200-day moving average. We also had a bounce, had a little support level at $22. So this is, especially us about to get this stimulus check, this is something that we know that has potential to rise. And just like I mentioned on BA, we have these two moving averages crossing path. So if this more recent moving average, this 8-day moving average, can get over this 200 and this 50 and the 25, it's going to have a strong bullish upstream all the way to about $27. So that is solid for at home. This is something where we can get us a nice week or two contract. And if it breaks this level, just like I do with BA, I'm going to go ahead and set this alert. So I'm setting that alert for 24.71. We're at 24.50. So we're right there. We notice that it respects this level. We also notice that the moving average is right there. That is a strong moving average for us to get through. So if we can get through that and form a nice candle above that on the lower time frames, I will literally get into this trade and stay in it. And I also have it have to break my support and flip over the moving average before I get out. And that's how I will play this play. So our third stock that we have on our watch list is CLSK, Clean Spark. So we have Clean Spark right here. Clean Spark has been going on a strong downtrend. They have been moved. They have dropped from $29 all the way down to 17. So if you were going to buy shares of this, right now it's a great buy just to own this company. It has a bright future. Right now, yes, it's down, but it's down for the short term. But you got to understand when there is a buying opportunity. And this has been bearish recently, but I'm thinking for a nice bounce back up swing and just to get a little consolidation on the upswing. But I want to catch it for at least a $3 to $4 move on this. So that's my expectation. Like I said, we're moving up above that 8-day moving average. We also see a nice trend, uptrend going, getting a little bullish. I know we don't have a lot of bullish because we're underneath the 200-day moving average. Usually, rule of thumb, if you're underneath this 200-day moving average, meaning you're going to be a bearish stock. So you got to be careful with this one. But this is something that I like to see because I know it's been down like literally for about maybe about 2 weeks. We see it and dropped about $20 from stocks, right? It didn't have a good earnings. What the earnings say, their earnings, they miss expectations by 169%, right? But like I said, they're going to continue to grow as we get clean energy, right? We even noticed that California said they're not about to have any new gas stations. So Clean Spark is a company. I bet it also may have a lot of volume. So we look over here, the volume's at 2 million. We can get some more volume on this, where the average volume is 3 million. So these are the type of things you want to notice. The average volume, the current volume, right? They missed on earnings, but that is something where I believe people are going to see this as a nice buying opportunity. No, I don't think it's going to get up to 30 right now, but this can be a good opportunity for a long term. I may even put a couple months on this if I feel like I can get a good deal. But for me to get into this trade, it would have to break 23.10. So I'll set alert right here. We're gonna say it right at $23. So $23, we're setting that alert. It needs to break that. That way I know it has a nice strong uptrend, and then we're gonna see this resistance at about $25 before it breaks through. But I believe that at this $17, $18 level is the lowest we're gonna get. So I may also add a few positions, shares onto my positions and kind of hold it and build that out on my portfolio as well. The next company that I have is Etsy. I feel like Etsy is something where we have a couple things that can play into Etsy. Um, Etsy is a company where people can, kind of sell personalized items, do-it-yourself items, at-home items, those type of things. And now we're about to have this stimulus check, $1,400. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of ladies at home that been looking for something on Etsy to save to their watch list. I know my wife has. So Etsy is something that I feel like is going to continue with an uptrend. It has dropped tremendously. We can see where it was at $251 and dropped to about 178. So they had about $70 swing, but I believe that we can catch a nice upswing back up. So like we said, we're already parabolic on this. We are at the resistance at the moment, and this is a line that has been respecting many times. It has respected this line several times. We can see it has bounced off of this bounce right here. So historically, this is a strong support or resistance level, but I believe that we're going to break that. Also, we see that it has been forming this downtrend, going all the way down, downtrend. But on Friday, Etsy just broke that downtrend, and now we have reached that resistance level. So if it can break that resistance level, especially it may have breaking in pre-market, let's see, we got more volume than the average volume. So we see that the normal volume's at 14 million, our average volume, and the current volume on Friday was at 5 million. So that's almost about a little bit more than a million difference. So this is going to be a bullish uptrend. So I see at least a $10 move on this. So we break this resistance. This can continue for an uptrend until it kind of meets this moving averages. Once it goes through these moving averages, it may consolidate right here, but it's going to continue to maybe be bullish through, especially going into the summer. And there's a lot of people going to buy things, reopening. People also have opportunities starting businesses on there. This is a good company, also a nice reopening company in my opinion. And you can see that earnings, they had beat expectations by 84%. So this is a good company. This is literally what the market has been doing it based on the bond yields and speculation. So we're gonna ride this on up, and I think this is one of the better plays that I found as well. So I'm gonna for sure set a alert right here. I'm setting it right at $200.90. So this can maybe a quick buy. Like I said, I'm gonna also set a resistance level right here. I mean a support level. So if we're in this trade and we get below this right here, this is where I'm gonna get out 196. So I may buy in at right at 200, around at 296, and maybe give myself $1 or $2 loss before I get out. But if not, I'm riding this up all the way up into 213. Make sure you look at your Greeks, find you a good contract. Make sure the theta don't get you. But if not, this might be even a good day trade for you because Etsy literally can move $6-7 a day. As we see, this previous day historically it went from 195 all up to 205. So that's a $10 move, right? You find you a contract that has a 25 delta. That's $250 move off a $10 move in one day, right? So we want to be careful for this because we know the market has been a little rocky. We had a little turbulence, but we're trying to bounce back. We don't know what's really how this is going to go, especially with the stimulus money that's coming out. We can be real bullish coming out on Monday morning. So we want to keep those in mind. I also have a bonus one. This is going to be more of a long-term swing trade since the market's been down. I also have this. I have Datadog, right? So Datadog has reached its bottom point. You see how we found this? Datadog dropped from 118. Now we're at $79. It has been on a strong downtrend since earnings. Earnings was not favorable for them. As you can see, earnings was down 391% of the expectation. So they didn't meet earnings, but I believe look how far they had fell. And we can also see this level that had dropped to, it has been respected to several drops previously in the past. So it's been this level where it has been able to bounce back and recover from. So I'm thinking if we can get to this bounce back and recover from this, we can have a nice upswing at least for about $7 to $8. So we know I had drawn this trend line right here. Nice red, bold trend line. I can bold it up a little bit more for us. Bold it up a little bit more, and we can see this trend right here where we started dropping was at $98. It had dropped all the way down to about 78. So that's a $20 drop. We're trying to touch and break this 8-day moving average to kind of get a little bit on the upside on the trend, because once we can break that and break our trend line, I can see us making a nice upswing past 86, 87. This is something I definitely will get some time on, at least about 3 or 4 weeks. I'll find a good contract. It can be way out the money, $103. If we can catch us a $10 to $15 move with a nice Greeks attached to that contract, this would be great. Also, if you want to think about adding a few shares, right? If we know we're going to add this and you feel like this is a company that can potentially make a rebound and make a way back up, think about it. You spend $80, right? Like right now, I have something where I'm not buying I'm not gonna keep no shares below this because I know it's low. So if you can catch in that thing below 79, this is a good opportunity. But how I'm playing this, I am taking this and finding long term if it starts to give me a any type of bullish indicators. So that's moving averages going across, us going parabolic, us crossing the 25-day moving average, and kind of hitting this resistance at $100, right? So we can make this move and it happens. It has happened before. We can see these moves happen historically. It has dropped one previous earnings all the way down to $80, and it made that move to 90 and to 100 all the way up. So yes, you give yourself some time. So literally from November to December, a month. So about a month and a half. So like I said, you give yourself a month with this bounce, it may potentially have a little bounce back like this. So this is something we need to look for long term. I will try to find me a contract for this, but that was our bonus long term swing for the week. So this is something we can look into. Make sure you start to look at your charts, utilize your indicators. Right here, all I literally have is an 8-day moving average, support and resistance, my 25-day moving average, 50-day moving average, and a 200. All of these to kind of help me, and I just literally use volume down here to kind of notice when to get in and out. So this is something that I'm looking to get into around this level. I'll set my alert. And that's what you want to do. You set these alerts when you're at work. You see this alert. It's easy. You already know your contract. Look at them on a Sunday. And this is how you make money while you're at work. Making your money work for you. All right. So this is first of many more to come. Please like, subscribe, share this channel. Hopefully I can help you all make a little money in these markets. It's a little shaky this week. We must be disciplined in order for us to go and grow our account. So don't be too trigger happy because you got a little spending money. Make sure you're disciplined. Understand when you want to get into a trade and don't hop into any FOMO trades. All right. So follow me, tap in. Let's take flight. Thank y'all.